Okay, I thought I'd make this video about Plantfactory, which is a discontinued product, but it's still quite good. I mean, they've got like a library of stuff of trees and things, but the cool thing about it is they do blowing trees and stuff, which is kind of cool. I mean, the actual program is quite complicated, but what they do is you can see is what's all this, right? If you just what I would suggest, at least what the way all I do is just export trees out of it, find a tree that I like, maybe do the wind thing, and then export out an alembic and export out an FBX for the textures, and then I retexture it in Blender using a script to transfer the textures from the FBX to the alembic. So if we go open, and you switch to, you'll have two things. I find the plant category the best way, really. And you have low detail and high detail. That's what that stands for. So let's say we like that one, and you have to install the plant libraries, which there's about 15 separate installs for some reason. I mean, I guess they just kept adding trees, right? And just so you need the complete pack, really, or you'll get a message saying, "Oh, you need to download things." So let's say we want that one there, right? So just double click on it. Okay, and it does its thing. Thinks about it, and there we go. But it's not moving. I want to do the wind thing. So you just click on the wind thing, click on that one, and then it thinks about it, and you have all these. I think what I've done is I've cranked them all up to 100 already, and it's just remembered that. So we've kind of got the maximum effect. You would think strength would like make it more thing, but that just sort of bends it over. So anyway, let's just see how that looks. Like I say, it's sort of, and you can see the sort of different levels on blades for like grass, on leaves, overall influence. So I guess if we crank that up, we should see the leaves flutter a lot more. And although random is cranked up right high, but I'll try. Oh, you can see it's moving a little bit there. It's quite a big tree, this one, I think. So yeah, that's pretty cool, doesn't it? You can imagine that as like a shadow on a building or something, an architectural thing. I mean, it does look a little bit synthetic, but you know, if you try to animate something like that, I mean, I guess you could kind of use displacement stuff or whatever, but it's not going to look as good, I don't think. So just check here. Oh, what's this? Wind, custom breeze intensity. Oh, I didn't know about this. Oh, well, let's put the thing back to 100 and try the. That might have been. It's been some time since I've used this program, and but if you know if you needed like a hero tree asset, and this is just the, as I say, the low detailed one. I'm trying to think of other stuff to talk about. I'll show you the script that I wrote. Well, I didn't write it, of course. Claude wrote it. So you select the first, the target, the source, and then the target, because they're named the same or similar. And then I've got the script here, and this got a second attempt. So that transfers. So there you go. That's fixed. So anyway, let's get back to. Oh, is it still thinking? Maybe I should have chosen a more simple tree. I want to show the export as well, how that works. And we'll see if we can do that here. I won't actually do the thing, but let's say you want to. So export mesh, check animation, even with and export the alembic, and that might take a minute or two. This is a geometry cache thing, I suppose. And then you export the FBX, which will give you the textures. Just leave everything as default. Even though that animation was selected, didn't seem to do anything. I mean, you could try maybe the other ones might have more luck. USD perhaps, or Collada or whatever. But anyway, okay, so let's just see what that option's all about again when it comes on and read it. Okay. Okay. Customers. Okay. So we want to go ahead with it anyway, because we want to make it super intense. I just want to show you that it can do it. Oh, this is where the presets are. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's crank it right up. Turbulence, let's crank that right up. Gusts, amplitude. Okay, every second, that's all right. Okay, let's give that a go. See what happens. Oh, why is it not? There we go. Maybe I had to save a preset. Oh, there we go. That's much. Well, that's how you do it. Oh, there's little twitches in there. That might be the. That's not. Yeah. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention on the. You're gonna have to tweak it on the gusts, I guess. Is it still thinking? Oh, it's doing it again. Okay. So yeah, you can see it's a bit. Have to have be quite patient with this one. It's just gonna go crazy now. I've completely broken it. No. Okay. All right. Okay. So under File, Export, Mesh, and then if you set it to Alembic, there's the under Animation, there's Cyclic. So you can just set it to export a cycle. So that makes it more efficient, obviously. And then we want to instance it, and you might want to offset the cycle instances in your 3D program. I was sort of exploring using the standalone version of Octane. And wondering, just how easy it would be to build a scene, a woods in the standalone version of Octane and just bypass the whole 3D program altogether. Okay, I'm going to stop the video. I think that's about it.